McBride was an all-star for the 5th time in her career as Boston goes backdoor to Hull. Working on Williams. Hull gets it to go and a foul.
Career high for you tonight. How'd that first half feel, especially with 18 and just 20 minutes of play?
I mean, it obviously feels good, I think. For me, just playing with confidence. We're missing people, so everyone's got to do a little bit extra, be a little bit more aggressive offensively. So that was my mindset going in, and obviously it feels good to see the ball go through the net.
Kayla McBride's all-star pedigree was on display again, but the moment of the night belonged to Indiana's Lexie Hull. Boston slipped a backdoor pass to Hull, who absorbed contact, converted the layup, and suddenly the building erupted. It wasn't just a bucket. For the first time in her career, she wasn't just a role player filling minutes. She became the heartbeat of the offense.
Second all-star appearance was right here in Indianapolis back in July. Oh, looking inside for Boston. She will launch and knock down a 3. Lexie Hull's hit a pair. End of that game, but foul line continues to flummox Smith here this year. Here's Hull backdoor, puts on the brakes and lay it in. It's a Lexie Hull show here.
Her performance was aggressive and fearless, dropping 23 points on 9 of 16. Kelsey Mitchell was creating offense. The bench was celebrating every make, and the arena felt like something special could be brewing.
Lexie, did you come into tonight kind of expecting to play darn near the whole game just with the injury situation and the personnel available?
Damn, you played 37 minutes.
I mean, you played a lot too, Kels. What did you play? 35. I mean, yeah, we're down people, so gotta suck it up, play a little tired a few minutes, and take in those timeouts as best we can. But yeah, I mean, we're down people, so everyone's got to do a little more.
Yeah.
For you offensively, was the plan to kind of try and get some looks inside early to get yourself going and then start working from the outside, or was that just kind of how the game set itself up?
Just to read the defense, you know. I think I got some really good passes on the back cuts, and that's a testament to my teammates, you know, finding me, but keep moving, just reading whatever they're given.
But that optimism clashed with reality. As brilliant as Hull was, one player can't cover the cracks of a roster gutted by injuries. Before tip-off, Indiana was already down 4 regulars. By night's end, they had lost 2 more. BBY felt knee soreness during warm-ups and was pulled as a precaution. Sims left in the 4th quarter needing evaluation. The ripple effects were immediate.
You'll likely see a lot of Turner on the floor here today as Lexie Hull launches and hits. It's a 3-point parade going in. Here is Hull. Look how aggressive Lexie Hull has been here in the first half. That was her 8th shot. Lexie Hull with all the confidence in the world. Petty, wide open. Oh, yes!
Hull became the lone true wing option, and the coaching staff was forced to improvise with undersized or inexperienced lineups. Brianna Turner and rookie rotations were thrown into mismatches. Shea Petty, signed on a 7-day hardship deal, suddenly had to handle point guard duties in crunch time.
Lexie Hull tonight, career high for her, just especially effective there early on. What were you seeing from her performance?
She was aggressive. I mean, she was hunting shots. She was aggressive to the rim. You know, she knew we needed another scorer on the floor, and because of the attention that Kelsey and AB get, she was getting free and she was hunting shots, and that's what we're going to need from her.
The lack of cohesion showed. Ball movement stalled, sets broke down, and Boston's post touches came late or off target.
Just obviously Chloe Bibby, a late addition to the injury report. Just when did that injury happen, or do you know the severity at this point?
Felt something during pregame, and so holding her out as a precaution. We don't know anything, so hopefully we'll get some more information tomorrow when she can be seen.
Had she been dealing with any soreness or anything like that in previous days, the week leading up to tonight?
Yeah, I think everybody's dealing with soreness at this point in the year. But yeah, I had been dealing with a little bit of knee soreness, and again, just want to make sure that we're cautious and figure out what's going on before she gets out there.
White explained afterward that they're trying to integrate 2 new guards on the fly, and the timing just isn't there. It was evident. Fatigue showed, defensive rotations lagged, and Minnesota punished every lapse. By the 3rd quarter, Indiana's offense collapsed entirely. The Lynx blitzed them 32-7, turning the game in a single devastating run. Once again, Indiana entered halftime in control, only to have it all.
What do you know about Odyssey after I think she left the game and didn't return? Is she injured? What's up with that?
Yeah, no, we don't know anything yet. She's going to get evaluated tomorrow, so we'll see.
With regards to Odyssey, do you have any ideas of what it was she tweaked? Was it a groin or any?
I have no idea. I just heard her say I need a sub, and so I got Shea up there.
Even in the loss, individual performances stood tall. Kelsey Mitchell once again proved why she's the franchise cornerstone, leading all scorers with 27 points while adding 5 assists and burying 5 of 7 three-pointers.
Still think you want to play Lexie 40 minutes. How can you handle the wing without Chloe tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to do it by committee. Bree Turner can guard 5 positions, so she'll be out there defensively. We've got to try to manipulate lineups a little bit more to figure out who we can stretch the floor with. So probably on the floor at the same time as Dee Dee in a lot of things that we do. But again, if it's not going to be space in the floor in the half court, we've got to be able to get our defense to create some offensive transition opportunities. That doesn't always have to be steals for scores, but we've got to get missed shots that allow us to get out, run out, and try to create some things in transition.
Before the game, her teammates honored her by wearing MVP Kelsey shirts, a gesture Mitchell later called humbling and deeply meaningful. She said it made her feel valued, respected, and important to the group. And then she backed it up by carrying the Fever offense through relentless defensive pressure.
Oh my goodness, I was taken back. It was fun, it was funny, I was very humbled, I was grateful for my group. I love the people I play with, and to know that they would go out their way to make something like that happen for me, it means a lot more than people know, because I have been here the longest I have. Everything that people talk about I have been, and to know that my teammates kind of like see me as, I have value somewhere, and I feel like they make me feel like, I'm important to them and vice versa, and so that value means everything to me. And anybody knows me, I'm a loyal type person, so I'm going to forever look at them like forever friends after something like that.
Aliyah Boston delivered steady minutes in the paint. Her numbers, 15 points and 6 rebounds, weren't eye-popping, but given how thin the front court was, she provided at least some stability against Minnesota's size.
Here's Boston backing her way inside, spins, fades, fires, and hits. A rebound a moment ago from Jessica Shepard. Third quarter, they are shooting 61% on the night. Boston pulls down the offensive rebound, and Indiana.
Critics noted that her defense wasn't as dominant as an all-star standard demands, but in truth, without reliable entry passes and surrounded by mismatched rotations, Boston had little room to shine.
Mitchell in the second half, and that overtime.
Well, we know she can heat it up.
Oh, Petty shaking off Carrington, and she hits her first shot with the Fever. It's a corner 3, and Indiana's opened up 4 for 5 for the 3-point. Fever on the night are shooting 69%. Look at Turner running the floor like a guard. Kick out Petty. Oh, yeah!
What mattered was her ability to anchor the team through heavy minutes. Then came the surprise spark. Shea Petty, barely signed and hardly practiced, scored 10 points on 3 of 4 shooting from deep. She provided instant spacing, composure on catch-and-shoot threes, and energy in transition. White praised her aggressiveness, but acknowledged that her playmaking and offensive direction remain a work in progress.
Mitchell slicing through, handoff Boston, who lays it in.
Kelsey Mitchell has to make decisions right now.
The field, they're 9 of 21 from the three-point line. Boston spins inside, and she's got back-to-back buckets.
Still, for someone parachuted into a live playoff race, her contribution was remarkable. Hull's hot hand, Mitchell's leadership, Boston's steadiness, and Petty's debut made Indiana look dangerous in spurts. Yet when the third quarter storm hit, everything unraveled.
Both Hull and McBride are slow to get up on the other end. It's 4-on-4. 2 more for Boston. Petty looking inside, finds Hull. Boston, deep position, 2 more!
Minnesota spread the floor, drove straight lines, and hammered the offensive glass. Indiana's rotations were late, their box-outs disappeared, and Boston was stranded against multiple bodies under the rim. Possession after possession, the Lynx piled on.
The lulls that you obviously mentioned just now, and how you guys want to make those lulls obviously not
shorter.
As bad. Just what can the team do on the floor? What can you guys as a coaching staff do in the moment to kind of break those up?
Yeah, I mean, some of it's timeouts. Some of it's substitution matchups, although we don't have a lot of those. And some of it's just attention to detail. I mean, championship teams, their attention to detail throughout the course of 40 minutes is there for the most part. And we're learning how to do that.
The lack of adjustments was glaring. Indiana stuck with the same coverages, applied light pressure, and Minnesota feasted. This raised pointed questions for Stephanie White. Once again, the Fever looked prepared in the first half, only to crumble when opponents made adjustments. White cited turnovers, miscommunication with new guards, and fatigue as explanations. She stressed that her team battles every night and highlighted the cultural foundation they're building: resilience, competitive spirit, and unity despite adversity. Those are admirable qualities, but fans' patience is wearing thin as the playoff race tightens. Numbers tell one story: Indiana still clinging to 6th place, but the eye test tells another. Repeated collapses after halftime, sluggish adjustments, and fragile rotations. The margin for error is nearly gone. Athlon's report placed the Fever only a half game ahead of 7th and just 1.5 games clear of 9th, the danger zone. Every stumble shrinks their postseason cushion. Still, Lexie Hall's career night provides a silver lining. Scoring 23 points, hitting clutch threes, and showing she can thrive in expanded minutes gave fans a glimpse of what the future might hold if this roster ever gets healthy. Paired with Mitchell's MVP caliber production and Boston's steady presence, there's a foundation worth building around. The urgency is clear. Indiana faces Minnesota again on Sunday, and back-to-back losses could be disastrous. Fans are left asking, are these collapses the fault of a coach too slow to adjust, or simply the cruel reality of a roster crippled by injuries? One thing is certain: Lexie Hall's performance gave supporters something to believe in, even if only for a night. Her growth from role player to featured scorer symbolizes the potential hidden within this roster. Now it's about proving they can finish. So the question goes to you: should the blame fall on coaching decisions, or is this team too injured to be judged fairly? Comment Lexie Show if you believe in Hall and this Fever squad, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss the next chapter in this season's roller coaster.
It happens, win or lose. The roots that this group is forming culturally, the roots that they're forming in terms of competitive spirit and what it means to compete at this level, I mean, those are what allow us to withstand these storms. And the numbers tell a story, but their hearts and their character tell another one.